Hello, everyone. Welcome into Yelling from the Couch. I'm Brent Humphreys, joined by my co-host this week, Gage and Gordon Chatterton. This week, I mean every week, but we're live here on YouTube, guys. How are we doing? Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Time to get some turkey, football, overstuff yourself, fall asleep watching the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs tomorrow afternoon. How you guys doing?
Doing phenomenal. You got to think about it this way. Not only about the food, but for the next, 5 days, we have some sort of football going on. Great time of year. We're getting, in the back half of the NFL season, which is insane to think about. But I'm mainly ready for food. I'm kind of out of the football scene at this point because the Steelers suck. Arthur Smith is a war criminal. And Mason Rudolph, I can't really blame it on him when the call is, let's check it to Gainwell, check it over here. 1 yard slants on your final minute of the game to go 3 yards when you need 8 to get in field goal range. So I'm done.
I know the feeling for sure. My team is done too as well. 3-8. Gordon, your team may be hanging around a little bit. How you doing, Gordon?
I'm doing good. We're second in the NFC North behind the Bears.
What?
Bears are 8-3. Packers are 7-4-1, and the Lions are 6-4. No, we're 7-3-1, and they're 6-4.
Yeah, the Lions I think are 7-4 right now.
Yeah, 7-4.
So we got football tomorrow. We've got football Friday. We got NFL Sunday, Monday. It's a good time. Good time for sure of the year. Even though our teams are out of it, we still got some football.
And team's not out of it. The only team here really out of it is Cincinnati. Green Bay still has a chance to get in there. Pittsburgh still has a chance to get in there, but it's looking very bleak, at least for me at this point.
Yeah, last week, I believe you showed me the chart last week. Mason Rudolph completed passes.
Yeah.
Nothing over the middle. Unlike the Patriots Unlike the Patriots and the Bengals, where Hunter Henry seemed to be open over the middle all day, every day. And the Bengals just, whatever. You can have it.
Well, the final play of the game, 4th down, 4th and 8 or whatever. First of all, I got to get this out there. People are saying, why didn't Tomlin send out Chris Boswell to attempt the field goal there at the end of the game? Because it was 68, 69 yards maybe. Gee, I don't know. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's in an open stadium. Maybe because Boswell didn't even have his freaking helmet on at that time and was not ready to go. Call me silly, but I think if you have a coordinator who's, doing better play calls instead of, all right, 1 yard slant to Calvin Austin, 1 yard slant to DK Metcalf when they're up and playing press man coverage. That'll work.
Yeah, it didn't work out so well for him there. But the Bengals also had a chance, 4th and whatever it was, 10 at the end of the game, and Flacco throws an incompletion to end it. The Bengals had a chance last week with their 2 top receivers out, 3 top receivers out. You got Mitch Tinsley out here catching passes. You got Mike Gesicki over here playing wide receiver too. And the Bengals had a shot.
How's it feel to have a tight end as your wide receiver too?
Not good. Not real good, actually. It'd be nice to have those other 2 wide receivers out there that you're paying. But, hey, I'm just spitballing ideas here.
Yeah, crazy. We're crazy for throwing out these.
Yeah, spitballing.
Gordon, your Packers last week, what'd you think about their game and their win that they had over the Vikings?
After Vikings, I kind of expected it, but I loved it. That was 5 sacks, 2 interceptions, which is turnovers, which is something that I thought my defensive backs was allergic to this year. Because every time the ball touched their hand, they was like, no, get out. Get away from me. They was allergic to the ball. Evidently, pigskin, make their hands chafe because they didn't want to touch it. But it was pretty cool, though. Saw Michael Parsons do a chase down sack twice.
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy is ass. Straight up ass. You know, he's
Number
finding
9. You
out.
mean 9?
Yeah,
Yep.
number 9. He's finding out it's hard to win when the coach doesn't know what the other team has done.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Jim Harbaugh stole my sign.
He's also finding out it's hard to win when you can't just lean on the run game of Blake Corum to just lead you right down the field. You have Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason, who pretty good, but you also have two of the best wide receivers in the game in Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, and you can't get them the ball.
No, you can't throw over one of our 3 cornerbacks. I'm sorry, 2, because Nate Hobbs still hasn't shown up yet. He's constantly hurt. Which we're used to it. We had Jair Alexander in the last 2 seasons. He played maybe 3 games. Now he's played for Philadelphia, and he still hasn't played yet.
I was going to say, has he played with Philly yet?
No, I believe he's taking the rest of the year off.
Might as well.
But so the Vikings, you think they're regretting getting rid of Sam Darnold yet?
I think you're regretting getting rid of Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones. They were both on that team last year.
Yeah, they were, and they go with the rookie. Now they may be starting. I think they're starting Max Brosmer this upcoming Sunday. I believe it's McCarthy out.
Oh boy.
I don't know. He might have got a dinger because one of those sacks was really hard. I don't think it was the Micah Parsons. It wasn't the first one, but I think it was that last one by Devontae Wyatt because he plowed him and he landed hard. Devontae Wyatt's a big boy now.
JJ McCarthy not expected to play while being in concussion protocol.
Yep. Bring on the Max Brosmer era for the Minnesota Vikings.
The Maximuses.
Yeah.
Oh, now here's the question: what if he comes out Sunday? I don't know who Minnesota plays off the top of my head, but what if he comes out and just absolutely lights it up?
Probably not a real good look for JJ McCarthy at that point in time.
JJ McCarthy's gonna be on the bench.
It's against Seattle. If Max Brosmer comes out and beats the Seahawks, McCarthy stay in concussion protocol.
Yeah, stay in concussion protocol until they cut you loose and send you somewhere else on down the line because they wasted the pick at that point in time.
And I think even right now they wasted the pick. It's just not been good.
I'm glad you finally came around, Gage. We disagreed earlier in the season, and you're slowly coming around.
I believe they reached, and I mean they reached high. Mm-hmm. I don't think he was worthy of a first-round pick. He didn't do nothing up there, the team up north, to warrant a first-round pick. Period.
Nope, that's what I was saying all along.
Justin Fields is a better quarterback than he is.
Ooh.
In the NFL.
Ooh.
Hey, Justin Fields won 6 games for you all last year.
Yeah, well, we actually had a decent team.
Yeah. Had they not let him in, y'all might have actually, I don't know, you definitely would have finished off a better record than what you was.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Russ.
Yeah, they benched him for Russell Wilson that won 2 whole games, wasn't it?
There's something stupid like that, yeah. It wasn't good.
I know he beat the Bengals.
That's not hard to do. What if Max Brosmer gets hurt on Sunday? Who's his backup? Because McCarthy, obviously concussion. Wentz is out. Mm-hmm. Who else do they have?
They'll have to pull someone up for the practice squad or something.
That's like I'm trying to find out who it is, and they still have Carson Wentz listed as number 2 on their official depth chart. That's like, okay.
They'll probably call Cincinnati and ask them to cut Joe Flacco so they can bring him in.
Well, we just cut Sean Clifford so they can have him. He can go to Minnesota for a little while and play. Now, what did we think about Shedeur Sanders in his starting debut for the NFL? Shedeur. It's Shedeur time.
I'll give it to him. He got the win.
He did.
He didn't do anything to really lose the game. That one interception was bad. I mean, he went straight to the defender, but his touchdown pass was a screen pass that went 66 yards. Mm-hmm. But he didn't do nothing to lose the game.
No.
But he really didn't do anything to actually win it either,
Mm-mm.
which is different because the quarterback before was doing shit to lose the game. So he's definitely an upgrade just by not doing shit that lose the game.
Well, he did throw a bomb at one point in time in that game, but
it was a great throw too.
It was,
right
yeah. Yeah.
And like the first touchdown that Cleveland scored helps when you get a nice return there out of Larvin. And Judkins is able to just take it right up the gut a couple times and get into the end zone.
And it doesn't hurt that your defense comes out and gets 10 sacks in the game too.
Yeah, that kind of helps. But it doesn't hurt either when you're playing against the Raiders.
Yeah, that also helps out quite a bit playing against the Raiders.
I don't know. Like, with Myles Garrett, you can't necessarily say it was the Raiders because he did it against the Patriots too, didn't he? They got whooped and he got 5 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah. But
and just because of that, Chip Kelly gets fired here today.
Yes.
We talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Chip Kelly was the offensive coordinator. That's how much I've not heard of him in a while.
Nothing to talk about with the offense for that team this year. They beat the Patriots the first week, and you're like, okay, we might have something here. Chip Kelly, Pete Carroll, Geno Smith, all those guys, and it's like, oh, no, we don't have anything. Sorry. We were just kidding around, guys. Just messing around.
They're going to ask TB12 to suit up there and get back out on the field to be quarterback.
I mean, it probably wouldn't be, a bad idea, really, with what they've got right now. I mean, it wouldn't be any worse, I wouldn't think.
No, definitely not.
Gage, you could suit up and be their quarterback, and it'd be a vast improvement.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, Gage, let's talk about, our next little segment here on this show. And, well, I build this up pretty big every time, and I'm never ready. So here we go.
From turf to tears, it's Injury Fears. Who's sidelined this week in Gage's fantasy sphere?
So, actually, we're looking pretty good this week. We had a couple early week injury reports. Lamar popped up with a toe injury again. He hasn't played well here since his return. 25.5 points back in week 9 against Miami, and it's gone down. 16 against Minnesota, 4 against Cleveland, 7 against the Jets. So I'm kind of thinking about a quarterback change, but I don't know because it's hard. It's against Cincinnati.
Yeah, I wouldn't change it this week.
Yeah. And my backup is Jordan Love. Well, points-wise, he's been meh. The farthest back I can look here is week 8, and that was against Pittsburgh when he dropped 28 points. And then 9 against Carolina, 7 against Philly, 17 against the Giants, and then 7 against Minnesota. It's like, okay, that's a little questionable. Looking at free agency, not much available. But we did do something a little interesting. Now, I've always said that I'm never going to have Pittsburgh players on my fantasy team. However, there was one guy who is tied for the team lead in receptions, and he's not even the starter. I went and took Kenny Gainwell. Especially if Mason Rudolph's going to be quarterback again this week, you can expect a lot of checkdowns. You can expect a lot of swing passes out to him, a lot of screens. He rushed the ball last week, 10 for 92. It helps when you have a fake tush push that goes for, 50-plus yards or something like that. Not an injury related, but it's injury adjacent. Kamani Vidal now looking to be in a reduced role for the Chargers, thanks to the return of Amari and Hampton. I know they said earlier today, we're going to have a 1-2 punch. That means I'm getting screwed. So to go off of that, let's see what else we got. Travion Henderson, Patriots fans, I'm sorry. I said last week that I picked him back up and I'm starting him, and he goes and lays a goose egg. What do you have last week here? A good 11 points, which is not horrible for a running back. However, his previous 2 weeks combined, he had 60 points between the 2 weeks. So it's like it's a little downhill from there. Otherwise, we're looking good. Aaron Jones, good to go at Seattle this week. CD Lamb, hopefully they can get him going a little bit. Only 11 points last week, 4 catches for 75 yards, 11 targets. So I don't know if he's being covered good, if Dak is just missing throws, if he's dropping them, all of the above. I'm not really too sure. And then same thing for Amon-Ra. Got to get him going a little bit. He did pick it up in the second half of the game last week, 9 for 149 and a touchdown, which was great to see. But all in all, last week, good matchup, or I should say good results for my team. However, I did lose by about 60 points because the guy that I was going against had Jahmyr Gibbs, who dropped, was at 52, and James Cook, who cooked me with 30-plus points. So I was doomed from the get-go. It was nice to have, a couple good games out of certain players, but there is nothing to be had with that. This week, we are looking at 6-6. I'm going against a guy who is 7-5. Standings-wise, I'm right there in 5th place. I'm on the brink of elimination. All teams, the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are eliminated from playoffs, and I'm right there, right above them. So I don't know how many teams get into the playoffs in this league. I'm hoping it's 5. But if not, we might be looking at elimination if I lose this week, which we don't want that, obviously. We have 3 teams who have clinched playoffs, all sitting at 9-3. And then the guy I'm going against this week at 7-5, and then me at 6-6. Me and the guy playing this week are the only 2 teams that have not either been eliminated fully or have clinched the playoff position. So I think it all comes down to this week, and we are projected to win 134.95 to 116. If it stays like that, and it turns out like that, we could be looking at some good stuff. However, he does have a couple players that I'm worried about. George Pickens is number 1. Back-to-back games now with almost 30 points, so that could be some trouble. And Mika Ibuka is an interesting one. Not good recently here. 2 bad games in a row. But with Baker injured, is he playing this week? Is he not? We don't really know. Teddy Bridgewater is going to be slinging that thing if he can't go.
2 gloves.
Yeah, Teddy 2 gloves. He's got the Patriots defense against the Giants. That'll be interesting if Jackson Dart comes back or if Jameis Winston's out here catching touchdown passes again. All in all, we should hopefully win this week. And I'm hoping we do. A couple guys on the bench who thinking about starting. Jawan Jennings. It's hard to tell because
is he going to get suspended this week?
I don't think so. It's only Mooring, I think is how you pronounce the safety there for Carolina. Which okay, I got a bone to pick here with this. Jennings and Mooring, right? Mooring hits up Jennings in the groin. Jennings retaliates. Okay, Mooring gets the suspension. Understandable. Yep. Jamar Chase spits on Jalen Ramsey. Jamar gets suspended. Cool. And then Jalen gets fined however much. Both of them threw a punch. Why are we not fining Jawan Jennings?
Fair question. Which is worse? All right, this is for both of y'all here. Which would you rather do? Would you rather get spit on or would you rather get hit in the nutsack?
And he spit on his jersey. I'd rather get spit on the jersey than get kicked in the nutsack.
But I think it depends here. Like if we're playing football, and they probably have cups on, right?
So, most of them don't wear them. They openly admit they don't wear them.
Then that's on them. I'm wearing a cup if I'm playing football, and balls of steel out here. Let's get hit in the groin. Spitting on someone, no, thank you. I'm not willing to get your DNA on me.
I'm with Gordon. It all depends on where the spit lands.
Yeah.
You spit on my jersey, I'd rather take a spit on the jersey. A spit in the face, I'd rather take a hit to the nutsack, I believe, instead of somebody spit. I mean, both of them's pretty disrespectful both ways.
Yeah.
But spitting in the face just seems even more disrespectful than, hitting somebody in the gonads down there,
And I think if you say, oh, someone spit on me, that means you got spit in the face. So I'm not even thinking about jersey or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny, though. Jamar Chase said, I ain't spit on nobody, and then he apologizes for spitting on Jalen Ramsey less than a week later.
What was it? I ain't opened my mouth to nobody. Okay,
yeah.
Well, dude, we saw you jawing at each other. So you obviously had your mouth open at some point out here.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I didn't mean to do it. And the apology that he puts out, he's like, I'm sorry to the fans, to the Bengals, my teammates, the Steelers organization, but F you, Jalen Ramsey, because I'm not putting your name in it.
I said he should have used that. You should have used the Sergeant Slobber excuse. I spit when I talk.
Yeah, that would have been all right. But yeah, so Gage, not a whole lot of injuries and kind of limping in. My team just absolutely sucks. So, I mean, that's what my fantasy is. Gordon, I'm pretty sure you just said you just killed it last week on your fantasy teams for sure.
I hope Jameis does start again. I got Wan'Dale Robinson. He likes to throw to him. I like that. If it's Jackson Dart, it's only Theo Johnson getting any fucking targets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So,
I do have Amari and Hampton on my bench and in reserve in both leagues.
we've got a comment from YouTube from Bear Guy, and he says, bear down. I'm assuming he's probably not a Packers fan. Just my guess
down the Bear.
So last week in our picks, Gage went 11-2. I went 10-3. Gordon went 9-4. Overall, I'm 116, 59-1. Gage is 109, 66-1. Congratulations, Gage. Welcome to the 100-point club. And Gordon, 114, 61-1. And our guest picker that we had last week from PFF, Dalton Wasserman, comes in, and he goes 11-2 on his picks. Yeah, great week for everybody.
And you know what? For me, I think it's the power of the PFF guy. We should have brought him back on tonight because now I'm kind of worried for the rest of the season. Did I use my one good week already?
Trying to show off for the PFF guy last week on here and get all your correct picks and have your good record. So you're creeping back up there. You said last week you wanted to pass Gordon at least on this. You can't let Gordon beat you. First year Gordon, rookie Gordon out here outdoing you. Winning Rookie of the Year for yelling from the couch, and you're not wanting him to pass you up. So you're catching up slowly but surely.
And you know what? I should have went 12-1 if I would have just not picked the Jets. If I would have done the smart thing, took the Ravens, we'd be 12-1.
So that's our picks for last week. Not a bad week. Hey, how about while you're at it, why don't you go to dubby.gg and use our promo code YELLIN and save 10% at checkout. Or use our link in the description. Be Dubby, be better. Gage, what do you got drinking over there right now? I just had some Grandpa's Denture water, and it's really good stuff.
Yeah, this one we got, it was our chef's choice that we got here, I want to say beginning of last week. Blue Raz, sweet and sour all at once. It is our second tub that we have. We still got a couple of the packets here left over. Haven't tried them yet. We still got Dragonade. We got Beaches and Cream, Beach and Peach, which is basically peaches and cream. I think that's it from that. We still have our Blue Raz tub. I'm just kind of flip-flopping every day. But yeah, I was kind of like skeptic about sweet and sour all at once. I'm not very much of a sour guy, but it's pretty good. I like it. It's almost like a liquid sweet tart.
Yeah, I really do like the Blue Raz. It may be my favorite one, but the Grandpa's Denture water doesn't sound like something you would want to drink, but trust me, it's something you would want to drink.
So I was talking about this with a couple friends the other day. How do you get that flavor? Who's the taste tester that's like, yes?
I get Grandma's lemonade. I get that one totally. But then you're like, you know what? Grandma got something. We need to get something in here for old Papaw. And it's like, what should we get? And it's like, I know. His Denture water. What? I mean, what else has he got?
It should have been like Grandpa's morning coffee or something.
No, Grandpa's cough medicine.
Yeah.
Which are we talking about more, though?
That's moonshine.
The strategy, though, which one are we talking about more? Are we talking about, Grandpa's, sweet tea or Grandpa's Denture water? Which one sticks out more?
Definitely the Denture water. I got it. The creators of Dubby, the creator of that flavor, good on you. You deserve a raise.
Yeah, absolutely. Go check out w.gg. Use our promo code. Yeah, it's good stuff. Trust us. So, guys, let's go now. It's that time of the week where we hop into our picks. And this week, for once, we're picking every game on the schedule. 16 games from Thursday to Monday. We're picking them all. The first time this year, we picked them all because we usually record during Thursday night football. But tomorrow's Thanksgiving. We're not going to be picking on there because it's going to be busy. So let's go ahead and let's start it off. Gordon, get ready for this one here, man. Thursday at 1 o'clock on Fox. The Green Bay Packers travel to Detroit to face the Detroit Lions, who are a 2.5-point favorite at home. Gordon, I got a feeling I know where you're going on this one here. This game's usually played at 12:30. There's a little bit of controversy that this game got pushed back to 1. They think it's breaking tradition. What do you think about the game, Gordon?
You know, I'm taking the road dogs, the Green Bay Packers. We beat them in week 1, but that was at Lambeau Field, and it was week 1. We had all of our players. We had all 3 cornerbacks in the imaginary one, or the stand-in that's a wide receiver playing cornerback, but not really playing cornerback. Of course, Michael Parsons was fresh and fully energized and was making Jared Goff's life total hell. Let's see him do it again. I want to see it again. There was rumor we're supposed to be getting Jaden Reed back, but I don't think so. He did have a broken collarbone. It was week 2. This is about the right timeline. He got his foot surgically repaired while he was out. So if he comes back, that'll be a big boost to the offense because he doesn't drop passes like everybody else. So I'm taking Green Bay, and I don't take that other thing. So,
Gage, what do you think?
Yeah, looking at it, it does not look like Jaden Reed won't be back from IR this week. They signed wide receiver Will Shepard from the practice squad to the 53-man. Cut kicker Lucas Haversek, who I did not know was a Packer. And you also have to wonder if Matthew Golden's going to be out this week as well with that.
Did you say Luke Hacky-Sack? Just curious.
Haversack, Hacky-Sack.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. You said kicker, Hacky-Sack. All right, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to pronounce his name. You got to make it a little fun somewhere, yeah. But after the performance from Jahmyr Gibbs last week, that's what the Lions got to do. You got to get Jahmyr Gibbs going, and you get Frank Ragnow back, who he's been retired now for 13 weeks, and he comes back today. How much in football shape is he? We don't really know. Is he going to play tomorrow? Probably not, but I think it'd be funny if he did. He just comes back. He's like, oh, yeah, I just unretired yesterday. They just made my jersey for me. It's nice and fresh. It's on. We're starting. We're going, and we're beating the Green Bay Packers. Give me the Lions in this one at home. And afterwards, you're going to see Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Frank Ragnow eating the turkey legs. And
some would say Frank Ragnow coming back is a launching pad for the Super Bowl for the Lions. I've heard that somewhere before. But anyways, the first week of the season, the Packers had Jared Goff flustered like no other. They did not look good at all. Since then, though, the Lions have gotten it together a little bit on offense. Dan Campbell's taken over for play calling. Now, they didn't look so good a couple of weeks ago against the Eagles, but who really looks good against the Eagles? I mean, that team just bores you to death with the way that they play, and they just constrict you and all that. Gordon, you mentioned last week on this podcast that Jahmyr Gibbs is a different running back when he's on that turf in that dome. And it showed. That speed's a whole lot different. It showed last week for sure, the way he played. And I just think that it's going to be the same way this week with the Lions. I think that Gibbs is probably going to have a pretty big day. Sorry, man. But I'm going to roll with the Lions in this one at home on Thanksgiving. And they're going to have the turducken afterwards. And the Lions get the win.
It probably won't happen again. But remember last time, Jahmyr Gibbs had the smallest stat line ever for completions. He had 10 receptions for under 20 yards.
Yeah. Like you said, it's different, though, when they're in that dome and on that turf, though. That's a difference.
Yeah, well, we're faster on turf, too.
So our next game we've got on Thursday, we've got the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Dallas to face the Dallas Cowboys at 4:30 on CBS. The Chiefs are a 3.5-point favorite. Gage, what do you think here?
Yeah, it's the Chiefs. It's the NFL's golden team. They want the Chiefs to win on Thanksgiving, primetime television. They're gonna win. We don't like the Dallas Cowboys defense out here because there is none. And the way that they just get George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb going and involved is insane. And still, most of the time, end up losing the game. Or, you keep it close and then you have a late comeback and then you kick a game-winning field goal and make all Philly fans mad. I'm happy with that as well. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs in this one. Like I said, Thanksgiving Day, NFL Golden Team, primetime television. Don't count out Mahomes and the Chiefs, and they cover the spread as well.
Gordon?
I like the Chiefs too. Spags will have something to slow down that passing game because that's how they get everything going. I mean, Javonte Williams is a good running back. He has been getting better. He has been getting good yards this year. He's my fantasy running back in one league, and he's actually helped me win a couple weeks. And both of my leagues, I'm 9-3. I was projected in one league to have 3 wins, and I'm 9-3.
I'd say you're doing pretty good there.
Oh yeah, well.
So you're rolling with the Chiefs too?
Oh yeah, I'm rolling with the Chiefs. I don't, even when I don't think the Chiefs will win, I'm still taking the Chiefs because Patrick Mahomes proves me wrong every time.
Yeah.
So Kansas City last week had a shot. I mean, the Colts had a chance to have Kansas City just absolutely on the ropes and maybe in trouble for making the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And the Kansas City Chiefs do what the Kansas City Chiefs do in moments like that. They come back from behind, go to overtime, and they win that game against the Chiefs, or against the Colts. Thanks a lot, Andy. You could have done it. You could have ended this whole thing for us. And now the Chiefs, I think, has got some momentum. Dallas beats Philly last week. George Pickens is your number 1 wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys now, and they only give up a 3rd-round pick for it. What kind of front office would make a deal like that? Like, insanity is all I've got to say. You give away a receiver like that, and all of a sudden he gets traded, and he's quiet. He's a model citizen out there in Dallas now. You don't hear anything of him. He's not throwing his little tantrums on the field. Maybe it's a culture over in Pittsburgh. I don't know. Maybe it is. What do you think? Anyways, I think that the Kansas City Chiefs, though, win this game. I think they actually cover here. Dallas will keep it close for a little while. It's going to be a fun game. I think it's actually going to be the game of the day. No offense to my team and your team, Gordon, but this right here I think is going to be a fun one.
And I do want to add on to Gordon's point there about Javonte. He's 247 scrimmage yards away from $250,000 bonus and 3 touchdowns away from an additional $250,000. He could have the best game of his career tomorrow and make an extra $500,000.
That would help me out a lot.
So we have a comment here from Al on the Prowl. Al on the Prowl. Yeah, sorry, I can't read what all that says right there. Anyways, it says, I wish Pittsburgh had a receiver like GP. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm going to try to pronounce your name here. Al on the Prowl, Digger Dave. I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like, I don't know where they could get a receiver like that at. Maybe you could give up like a 3rd-round pick to get him from Dallas. He is on the final year of his rookie contract, so maybe Dallas would take a 3rd-round pick for it.
If only. So we go to our last game of Thanksgiving, and the main event of Thanksgiving, if you will. The Cincinnati Bengals travel to Baltimore to face the Baltimore Ravens at 8:20 on NBC. Baltimore's a 7-point favorite, but wait, guys. He's back. Joe Burrow is back for the Joe Burrow is back for the Cincinnati Bengals. T. Higgins is out. Jamar Chase is back from, his spit takes he was having the week before last. Does the run begin now, Gordon? What do you think?
No. That defense is atrocious. as good as great as Jamar Chase and Joe all 10-toe Burrow is, all 10 healthy toe Burrow is, no, they can't, they're not gonna be able to stop Derrick Henry. He's gonna get going downhill, and they're not gonna. Now they might be. I'm hoping they make it fun. I want it to be a fun watch. Could they win? Yeah. Do I think they will? No. But I'm hoping they keep it close. At least make it entertaining. And I don't like saying that but I can't help it. That defense is atrocious.
Gage, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with Gordo here. Like, how much do you really trust the Bengals? And again, we've had this conversation so many times. Why? Why would you risk bringing back Joe Burrow? I almost keep wanting to say Joe Flacco because they are similar names. But behind that offensive line, the reason that he got hurt to begin with, that offensive line, and having to move around so much, Burrow's not a runner. He's turned into a runner since coming into the NFL. But yeah, he's had to, or else he's going to die out there. You need a good offensive line for this guy. I just don't understand it. Like, keep Flacco out there. What do you have to lose at this point? Nothing. And if you keep losing games, you get a better draft pick next year that hopefully you don't use on a D end that hasn't really done much in college or in the NFL at this point. I do not want the Ravens to win. We've been over this numerous times. Football dude, you're going to leave a comment, and we know it, and we love it, and I want to bash my head against the wall knowing that you nailed both of your predictions last week. I'm going to go with the Ravens, but I'm going to take a Bengals cover. AFC North, looking at the games last year, they were close between the two teams. So, yeah, Ravens win, Bengals cover. Nobody goes home happy.
So, yeah, like you mentioned, football dude has been dead on this whole time. He just rode with the Ravens even when they were 1-5, and a lot of people were like, it's not happening for him this year. And he was still with them the whole time. 5 wins later, the Ravens are rolling right now. The defense still is, not that great for him. Lamar hasn't played really good, but they're still winning games. The Bengals... the Bengals. Joe Burrow's back. So there's that. You're 3-8. They can run the table once again like they did last year and go 9-8 and miss the playoffs. It's not happening. The Bengals defense actually wasn't all that bad last week, aside from letting Hunter Henry get wide open the middle several times during the game. Other than that, wasn't too bad. Decent. The offense kind of let him down a little bit, but when you've got 2 of your main wide receivers out for most of that game, I mean, T. Higgins was playing pretty good until he got concussed later in the game. I think that the Ravens win this game, but I think Joe Burrow is going to keep it close. It's going to be a shootout. I think this is going to be a classic last couple of year games between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ravens win, Bengals cover, and Thanksgiving is ruined at my household tomorrow because I have to watch the Cincinnati Bengals.
At least by then you'll have like all your food eaten and you'll just be yelling from the couch with a full stomach.
Yeah. Al on the prowl, Digger Grave says Steelers fan since 76, so he's on your side, Gage. But boy, do we stink now.
Yep, the standard is the standard. Tomlin will never be fired, but he will never take us back to the Super Bowl, the AFC Championship game. We may never win a playoff game again under him.
Oh, so that's Thursday's games. Pretty good little slate there for Thursday.
Heck yeah.
Now we go to Black Friday, and we've got the Chicago Bears traveling to Philly to face the Philadelphia Eagles at 3 o'clock on Prime Video. Philly's a 7-point favorite. Gage, what do you think about this one?
I hate both of these teams right now. We got, Caleb Williams for MVP. No, man, no, we ain't doing that one.
Oh yeah, Bear guy says Caleb Williams MVP.
No. He had one good game last week, and that's it. The Bears, I will say, they are the first team I've seen since Kyle Duggar has come over, where they take shots downfield and it's actually successful. Namely on I don't know. I forget what the down and distance was, but there was offsides, I want to say, on Pittsburgh, potentially. And it was a seam shot right down the middle to, I believe it was DJ Moore. No one around the guy. No one. Like, you could have thrown the ball right at him. You could have thrown it a little bit over here. You could have thrown it a little bit over there, and he would have caught it. And that was discouraging, to say the least. But if you break it down a lot, the Bears love to run on third down. And Pittsburgh on third down a lot of times came out in nickel. Now, I'm still learning, the defensive nickel dime, all that stuff, right? Nickel's not a run defense. You have multiple defensive backs out there. You're preparing for the pass, 3rd and 3 or whatever. And guess what? They're going to run it. And guess what? They got the first down every freaking time. Eagles, that finally getting A.J. Brown involved. And I think A.J. Brown, this might have been a meme. I don't know if he actually said it, but I saw somewhere, I guess the reason for the loss last week was because they didn't get him the ball enough. 8 catches, 100-plus yards, and a score.
That's got to be AI.
I hope it is, but I also hope that he did say that.
I could see him saying it.
Oh, I could see it too. I guess for a hate pick, we're going to go with Philly in this one. They are the big favorite. It is in Lincoln Financial Field. So I'm going to take Philly, but I think it's a push. I think they win by 7, and the Bears just aren't having enough. And Philly's going to actually take advantage of the Bears being down to their 4th, 5th, and 6th string linebackers.
Gordon, what do you think here?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think this is the week Saquon gets going again. 4th, 5th string linebackers. Yeah. Saquon can run over that. He ain't been playing all that good this year. The line ain't been blocking that well. No. But I think they're going to be pissed off for, relinquishing a 21-point lead and then end up losing the game. And not to mention, I know there's Bear fans watching this. I'm a Packer fan. I don't want the Bears to win. I would be just happy if any other NFC North teams play each other and they just freaking tied. All wins, all losses, and ties. It'll never happen. And I know Bears got good players. I like DJ Moore. I like Rome Odunze. I like him when he was in college. Mm-hmm. I think Caleb Williams was a good college quarterback. I don't think he's much of a pro one. That's my opinion. My opinions are like buttholes. Everyone's got one. Some of them stink too. So, but give me the Eagles. I got the Eagles and I got a cover, and I got a true cover.
Oh, you guys, I'm with you all the way here. I like Philly to win this game only because they just dropped a game to their rival Dallas. They blew that game 21-0, and you blow that game to Dallas with that defense that we're talking about just, constricts everybody. And, they forget to guard George Pickens, it seems like a little bit. I don't know. But the Bears, on the other hand, they're fun to watch, right? They're really fun offense. Ben Johnson, I think, is a pretty good coach. Mm-hmm. Gordon, you said that you don't think Caleb Williams is a good NFL quarterback. I thought last year he was really terrible. This year he's improved since last year. The jury's still kind of out on what he's going to end up being. He looks a lot better this year than he did last year. Last year he was awful last year for most of the year. But I think that the Bears will be a little fun here. I think they'll put up a little bit of points against the Eagles. Obviously, not like how the Cowboys, but I think the Eagles ultimately start doing something on offense finally. Like they start getting something going. Maybe that is Saquon. Maybe it is A.J. Brown. Maybe they get the Slim Reaper going too, and they just get them all going. Maybe they'll get Dallas Goedert going for my fantasy purposes.
Mine too.
But I think Philly wins, and I think I like a push. I like a push here, Gage. But I think there'll be a little bit of point score here, as the cat agrees with me as well. So we head to Sunday, and we've got the San Francisco 49ers heading to Cleveland to face the Cleveland Browns at 1 o'clock on CBS. San Fran's a 4.5-point favorite. What time is it? Oh, yeah, it's Shadur time. Gage, what do you think?
I think the only reason, two reasons why this is only a 4.5-point spread. One, San Francisco's beat up. They are beat up so bad, especially defensive wise. And then you have Mac Jones come out last week and he throws Brock Purdy come out last week, throws 3 picks and still beats the Panthers. Panthers are just bad. The Browns, the only thing keeping them in the games is their defense. Last week, 10 sacks against Geno Smith. And you're like, oh, how many did Myles Garrett get? Not 5 like he did against the Patriots. That's for sure. I want to say, yeah, he had 3. So on the season, he has 18 sacks.
He's going to break the record.
Unfortunately. Unless he gets hurt, which don't wish anything hurtful on anybody. But if a helmet does come flying your way, Myles Garrett, I don't know what to tell you.
Wouldn't be the first time he was involved in one of those incidents.
No, it would not be. 49ers running through Christian McCaffrey. That's what this offense runs through. If the Purdy to Jawan Jennings connection gets going again, we've seen how much that can blow up. And my question for this game is, how much of a step is Shador going to take? From week 1 to week 2, he had a touchdown pass. Granted, it was a 60-plus yard screen to Quinshon Judkins. And he also had an interception, a very bad interception that was basically, here, you guys can have it. I don't really know what to do here. I hate to say it, the underdog, I'm looking at the other games here real quick. No, screw it. We're going to take the favorite. I can't go with the Browns. Give me the Niners in this one, and I think they cover.
I like the fake out. Gordon, what are you thinking?
I got the same thing. I got the 49ers. Even with the injuries, they still got 2 of the. I said even with the injuries, they're better. The 49ers. I'm not taking the Browns. I took the Browns a lot this year.
I know. It's I'm like,
a lot of my losses are because of them, and some of them are because of the Panthers. Some of them are because of my team, inexplicably. But Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle is still on that team. No, I got the 49ers winning and covering.
So there was that stat they showed the other night on Monday Night Football that when Kittle, Purdy, and McCaffrey all play together, their record's something crazy like 27-5 or something like that. Just a ridiculous, win-loss total when those guys are all healthy and playing. It just shows they've only played 30-some games together, which is not a lot for, those core guys right there. Because, somebody's always hurt over there. Defensively, they're all hurt over there for San Francisco. But they've held their own a little bit. I mean, they played the Panthers pretty well last week on defense. I like, Shadur last week, I don't know. He wasn't bad. He wasn't terrible. Imagine what he could have if he had a whole off season of training, right? That's what he said after the game, humble kid right there and everything. I've got the 49ers winning this game, and I think that the 49ers actually win this by a touchdown. The Browns won't give up a whole lot of points to them, but Myles Garrett may get a sack or 2 here, and he's going to be on his way to breaking that record. But give me the Niners and give me the Niners to cover.
And imagine how much better Shador could have been if he was taking, first team reps during the season.
Yeah. Like Kevin Stefanski's probably going to get fired, and some of it's going to be for some of his, mismanagement of Shadur Sanders, for sure. Because, he's got talent.
Yeah.
The next matchup we've got, and speaking of talent, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to Nashville to face the Tennessee Titans at 1 o'clock on CBS. Jacksonville's a 6.5-point favorite. Gordon, what do you think here?
I like how you said that. All that talent in Tennessee, huh?
Yeah. Yes, all of it.
I can't pick the Titans. Oh my God, I can't. I can't do it. That looks like a dumpster fire on a natural grass field. Jaguars sometimes don't look much better. They look like a dumpster fire with the wheels falling off sometimes. I mean, what was that one game? They only scored 6 points.
Yeah.
God, that was nasty. But give me the Jaguars and I'll give Titans this much. They'll cover.
Cool.
The Titans will cover it. It'll be a close game because I think they both suck ass.
Well, Cam Ward did say that about his team earlier this year. Gage, what do you think?
Okay, so you know how I pump faked us out last pick? Underdog pick of the week is coming into this session. I don't know why, but this just feels like a Titans win this week. This feels like a game where Titans are going to come out, and the star player to me is one of their rookie wide receiver, Chimere Dike. On the season, 28 catches, 252, 2 touchdowns. He has 8 rushing attempts for 17 yards, but his big specialty comes out of the kickoff game or the punt return game. He has, what are we looking here? 12 punt returns for 285 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. He also has 47 kick returns for 1,206 yards. That's where the Titans, if they're going to win, it's going to come as special teams. And special teams is going to be on it this week. And you know what? We might have a little bit of good Cam Ward this week. And Trevor Lawrence, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions last game. Maybe he just keeps building on the interception stat. Give me the Titans in this one. Upset pick of the week goes to Tennessee.
Tennessee played Seattle pretty close last week. They just lost by 6. Mm-hmm. You know, and I don't know. I think Seattle kind of let off of it towards the end there, it seems like. But Tennessee's defense is not too bad, really, actually. Cam Ward slowly, quietly, of course quietly. He's been quiet all year. Quietly improving a little bit. Just a little bit. Not much. Just a little improvement. Jacksonville, you never know what you're going to get with this team right here. I picked them last week to lose to the Cardinals. That was one of my losses. I can't do it again this week. Jacksonville, Liam Cohen, like, I don't know about what – I don't know about him. Like, they beat teams that they shouldn't. They lose to teams. I mean, this would be a perfect spot right here to drop it right here. But I'm going to have to go Jags in this one. I think the Jags win, but I'm with Gordon. I think the Titans actually cover. They keep it close. But Josh Hines Allen, Kentucky guy, gets a big sack at the end to seal it for the Jacksonville Jaguars while Cam Ward's trying to come down and win the game.
If Tennessee comes out and wins this game this week, I believe it'll be the first time I got an underdog pick of the week, right? And it's going to be freaking Tennessee that gives me my first win for it.
I've actually got a couple of them.
Al on the prowl says if the Browns win back-to-back games with Sanders, look out. Yeah, I mean, they may have something going there in the future.
Yeah,
I know. I said he should have started from the beginning of the year.
Yeah, he should have. I believe he's better than Dylan Gabriel, and Joe Flacco didn't think he had anything left. Turns out he just needed some receivers. Anyways, the next matchup we've got, the Houston Texans travel to Indy to face the Indianapolis Colts at 1 o'clock on CBS. The Colts are a 4.5-point favorite here at home. Gage, what do you think?
That stingy Texans defense, man. They did great last week against Buffalo. We talked about it on the pod that I had the Texans defense benched. We're benching them again this week. Unless I make a last-minute change, they're going against the number 1 ranked offense in Indianapolis. And it's in Indianapolis. You got to worry about Jonathan Taylor. You got to worry about what the heck is Daniel Jones going to do. You have to worry about Michael Pittman. And you just have to worry about a team that has been very explosive out of nowhere this season. They're coming out of the woodworks. And the Texans, like I said, great defense, but their offense, you have to wonder. Davis Mills stepping in for the injured C.J. Stroud last week. His worst game of the season, it looks like, stat-wise, yeah. 53% completion rate, only 153 yards, 2 touchdowns. But they ended up beating Buffalo, which was kind of crazy. But I think the Texans defense is just going to get too tired. Colts offense, Jonathan Taylor is going to get going. Give me the Colts in this one, and I'm going to take the spread.
Gordon, what do you think?
This is my underdog pick of the week. I got the Texans. If they play like they played last week, they'll take out Indianapolis because they play on the same type of field. They play on the dome and the turf. It's no different. The field is just like their field. And they can, as we know, they can run on that field, and they can run well on that field. They don't have much of a running game, but if they can figure out how in the hell to find Nico Collins, because for some reason there's an MIA out for him. He's missing in action. We don't know where in the hell he is. Someone needs to go find him real quick and tell, hey, CJ Stroud, he's over here. He's over there. But give me the Texans, and they don't need the points.
Gordon, I'm going to roll with you on this one, Gordon. I've got Houston winning this. The game that they played last week against Buffalo, that defense was impressive. They were getting after it, fast on defense. D'Amico Ryans is a defensive coach coming over from San Francisco. That's his specialty. It doesn't matter who's the quarterback back there. The Colts are kind of, they're real in the last few weeks. They don't look like they have the first few weeks of the season. Jonathan Taylor only had 58 yards rushing last week. So I think that Houston can continue it again on defense. They could slow that Colts team down just a little bit. I've got the Texans winning here, and I got them covering. Of course, Gordon, I stepped on yours a while ago, but I'm going to say it. I've got the Texans winning because they're the road dog, Jesse James. There we go. We had another comment here. Gage, you may like this one. You can say this one if you want. I'm not saying it.
I wish I could go grab my terrible towel right now when I say it, but here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Thank you, Harvey. I appreciate that.
All right, enough of that. The next matchup that we've got the New Orleans Saints traveling to Miami to face the Miami Dolphins at 1 o'clock on Fox. Miami's a 6-point favorite. Gordon, what do we think here?
I'm not doing the same mistake I did last week. Last week I picked them Fudge Rucker Saints. Not doing it no more. Never again. I don't care if they win every game for this season. I'll never take them again. And besides, Devon Achane is one of my running backs in my fantasy league. He was out last week. I got him starting again against them sorry Fudge Ruckers. Give me the Dolphins, and I think they'll cover because Tyler shucks ain't worth the shit.
Gage, what do you think?
I almost want to do a second underdog pick of the week. I'm not going to, but I almost want to. Miami by 10 in this one. Give me Miami and give me the spread.
Oh, what a game. This should be like game of the week right here, right? Shouldn't they have just flexed this one?
With an A? Game of the week?
Yeah, game of the week. The Dolphins coming off of a bye week. They have looked improved the last few weeks. We thought Mike McDaniel should have been gone by now, and he's hanging around like a cockroach at a motel. Can't get rid of him. And he's looking improved.
Yeah.
The Saints, on the other hand, they still got Tyler Sucks as the quarterback. I like Miami to win this game at home. I think they win. I think they cover that spread too because I think they're starting to get some stuff rolling a little bit. That offense is starting to look like what they were 2 years ago. Fun to watch on offense. So I got Miami winning at home.
And another thing to watch out here, Chris Olave left practice early today with a back injury, and Alvin Kamara probably not going to play this week, dealing with the sprained MCL. So the running back game is going to turn over to the rookie Devin Neal.
The real deal Devin Neal, Kansas Jayhawks. The next matchup we've got at 1 o'clock, it's the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Jersey to face the New York Jets at 1 o'clock on Fox. Atlanta's a 2.5-point favorite. Gage, what do you think?
I feel like I can never get a Falcons game right. Just when you think they're going to come out and do good, they do not. And when you think, oh my gosh, they're just awful right now, they come out and impress. But you know what, New York? You guys had the opportunity last week to do the best thing ever. You did it at the half. You did it at halftime, and I was excited. And then you guys tore me down. You built me back up a little bit, and then you just demolished me with a wrecking ball. Give me the Falcons in this one, and they win by 15.
Gordon.
I have no faith in the Falcons at all. I've taken them. Every time I take them, they lose. Every time I go against them, they win. I'm going to help you out here. I'm taking the Jets. I don't have no reason to do it, but I'm doing it anyways. I don't know why. I think Kirk Cousins is on his. I think Kirk Cousins is on borrowed time. I don't think he's worth a shit. But most of the Jets lineup ain't worth a shit in the NFL. But give me Jets, whatever.
This is another potential game of the week with an A, as Gordon said a while ago. Oh, both of these teams, man, not good at all. The Jets, like you said, had a chance last week to do something with Tyrod, Breece Hall and the boys, and they couldn't hold off on Baltimore. The Falcons, they beat the Saints. I mean, what else do you say here? Kirk Cousins, not good. Not good at all. And for that reason, I'm taking an upset here at home. Give me the New York Jets at home. Shout out Dalton from PFF. I'm going with your team this week, buddy. So give me the Jets.
Gotta be honest, completely forgot it was Kirk Cousins' team. So I'm still going with the Falcons, but they win by 8.
Al on the Prowl says the Dolphins are the best worst team. That is true.
That sums up the Dolphin season right there.
So we go to the next 1 o'clock matchup, and it's the Arizona Cardinals traveling to Tampa Bay to face the Tampa Bay Bucks at 1 o'clock on Fox. Tampa Bay is a 3.5-point favorite. Gage, what do you think here?
Yeah, just doing a quick Google search about Baker Mayfield. Several different conflicting reports. Out Wednesday from practice. Quote, I have to be smart. And then this one from Tampa Bay Times, Bucks Baker Mayfield will start versus Cardinals if he can tolerate pain, which
he started.
The pain's coming from his throwing shoulder, though, because we saw that Hail Mary attempt at the end of the half.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can. It's going to be Teddy Two Gloves out there versus Jacoby Brissett, the game everyone wanted to see. Teddy Bridgewater, Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett might break his own record here and throw 50 completions in this game. I'm going to roll with the Cardinals. This is the first time this year, especially if Baker's out. I'm rolling with the thought that Baker's out. So this is the first time that I feel confident in the Cardinals this year, which means they're probably going to let me down. But I'm going to roll with the Cardinals in this one, and obviously they cover the spread being the underdog.
Gordon, what do you think?
I'm going with the fact that I think Baker's going to play. That's how I picked it over here because I figured he was going to play. Because I think he's kind of tough. He can take pain. Don't be a wuss. Get out there and throw the ball. I got the Bucks, and I really don't know why. I should never pick a team from Florida. Every time I do, they lose. This is the second time because I picked the Dolphins too. So let's just make it let's make it a twofer. Give me the Bucks, and they cover.
Did you pick Jacksonville earlier? I can't remember.
Yes, I did.
There's 3. So you're all 3.
I got the trifecta.
Yeah. So the Cardinals last week, one of my upset picks against the Jaguars. They should have had it. They didn't. This team does look better, though, with Jacoby Brissett out there at quarterback than what they did with Kyler Murray. Tampa Bay, what a performance that was the other night against the Rams on Sunday Night Football. Just absolutely horrible. Baker, I know, was hurt, but they were not playing good when Baker was in to begin with. Will Baker play? I don't know. I'm with Gordon. I think he's tough, but it is that throwing shoulder, and he did go out of the game because of that. I think he gets shot up in this game, and I think that the Buccaneers win. Cardinals cover. Should be a fun matchup, though, if both of them's playing. Should be a lot of points scored here. Bucky Irving, is he back or is he out? He's been out like half of the season. I think I've seen he's like, I don't know,
Now,
I think he's out.
looking at the comments here with Harvey, he says Bucky's back as well, and Chris Godwin. I don't know. I don't know if he is or not, but I don't trust Teddy Two Gloves. I don't trust any quarterback with two gloves anymore.
Chris Godwin did come back last week and played a little bit. So maybe if he's fully healthy, Bucky Irving comes back and you start getting him playing fully healthy, then, yeah, I can see it. So, yeah, I'm going Bucks. I like my pick there of the Bucks. The last 1 o'clock matchup of the week, the LA Rams travel to Charlotte to face the Carolina Panthers. 1 o'clock on Fox. The Rams are a 10.5-point favorite on the road. Gordon, what do you think?
Oh, no, this one's an easy one. I don't even have to hardly think about this one. I got the Rams, and I got them covering. I know it's at Panthers, and they win a lot at home, but Rams are a different animal. They can scheme. Their coach isn't conservative, and their receivers are not dropping passes left and right. They have Puka Nacua, and they got Devontae Adams, Kyren Williams. Oh, no, this is going to be an easy cover.
Gage, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm on the same bandwagon there. Bryce Young, before last week, coming off his best game of his career, 448, 3 touchdowns, and he did exactly what I said he would do. He reverted back to the old him and just crapped the bed against the Niners. I do want to say shout out Devontae Adams because I placed a bet on him last week for 2+ touchdowns. I forget what the payout was, but it was pretty nice because who takes that bet? Silly old me. Give me the Rams in this one, and I do think they cover.
I'm with you here. The Rams win. The Rams dominated last week the Bucks, who were early Super Bowl contender just a few weeks ago. Even with all the injuries they had, they were still winning games. Yeah. And the Rams just took it to them and just kept taking it to them. Matt Stafford, probably your MVP if the season ended today. I mean, I think we could all probably agree on that. I mean, he's having a resurgence like no other right now at quarterback. We thought he was probably going to be done at the beginning of the season. The Panthers, my other underdog pick of the week that I had last week, just lays a giant turd last week against the 49ers. That offense was horrible. You pick off Brock Purdy 4 times on defense, and you only score 9 points. Yeah, so that offense is not good at all. They've got some weapons over there, but Bryce Young, I don't think he's the guy at quarterback for him. But the guy who is the guy at quarterback, Matt Stafford, wins it for the Rams this week. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams cover. I think they win big.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. Like, we didn't think Stafford was going to be able to play with the back injuries that were popping up and everything. We were like, oh, my gosh, he's going to be done before the beginning of the season. And now he's just out here with a cool 30-2 touchdown to interception ratio.
Yeah. Alan the Prowl says, as of right now, I think the Rams are the best team in the league.
Yeah.
And Hervey says, I agree. The Rams are probably the best team as of right now. Yeah, they are. I mean, they're rolling right now.
And they've got you. If they're not, they're very close.
Yeah, they've got your guy over there too, Gordon, Devontae Adams, out there catching passes.
Yeah, he went from stone hands to I don't drop shit.
Yeah. So we head to the 4 o'clock slate, and here comes another 10.5-point spread with an NFC West team. The Minnesota Vikings travel to Seattle to face the Seattle Seahawks at 4:05 on Fox. Seattle is a 10.5-point favorite. Gordon, we talked about it a while ago. Max Brosmer, maybe quarterbacking for Minnesota this week. What do you think?
Well, it doesn't matter if it was Maximilian or JJ McCarthy or if they brought back Fran Tarkenton. It doesn't really matter. They can't cover Jackson Smith and Jigba. No one's been able to really.
No.
They're too good. No, Seahawks are too good. This is going to be a wipeout. And not to mention, Sam Darnold's going to say, yeah, remember you said that piece of crap over there was better than me? Watch these 6 touchdown passes go on your defense. If I would take the over and I would take the prop of Jackson Smith and Jigba, 8+ receptions, 115+ yards and 2 touchdowns. Sam Darnold's going to wing it.
Yeah, Sam Darnold's got a point to prove here. Gage, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm full agreement. I'm still trying to find out who Max Brosmer's backup's going to be, and I believe it is going to be a name we have not heard in a while, but career with the Rams, John Wolford. So Max Brosmer, you better not get hurt. Whether you do, you don't. Seahawks are still going to run away with this one. Yeah, give me Seattle, give me the points, and I think Zach Charbonnet's back stealing the touchdowns from Kenneth Walker.
I was hoping that you was going to say, and this is a throwback to earlier in our season previews. I was hoping you was going to say Max Brosmer's backup this week is Hunter Deckers, former quarterback from the New Orleans Saints, the fourth stringer, but it's not. There's not much to say here either. Sam Darnold's got a point to prove, and he's going to prove it, I believe. He's going to throw for a bunch of yards, and he's going to be like, look, you got rid of me for that guy over there because you thought he was better. And I'm going to be in the playoffs this year, legitimately a Super Bowl contender. They may not go that far, but, you could have had that Minnesota, and you let it go. I think Minnesota is, the worst team in the NFC North, and they're going in the wrong direction for sure. Got to get somebody in there for quarterback because JJ McCarthy's not the answer. But can't do anything about it right now. Maybe Max Brosmer will be the answer. I don't know. Maximilian, Mad Max, Max Scherzer. I don't know. It doesn't matter who you got out there. Give me the Seahawks. The Seahawks win. JSN has a big game. They cover. Alan the Prowl says, I agree. Even Fran T couldn't help Minnesota. Minnesota's awful. Hervey says, Seahawks another blowout. Minnesota's definitely trash.
I love the Minnesota hatred we have built around here.
Used to be Tampa Bay. Gordon's had a long time Minnesota hatred as a Green Bay Packers fan.
Minnesota, Detroit, and Chicago. Hey, I got equal hatred for teams outside the conference. Dallas and Denver. Don't like neither one of them either. So.
The next 425 matchup we got. The Las Vegas Raiders, speaking of trash, travel to LA to face the LA Chargers at 425 on CBS. Chargers are a 9.5-point favorite. Gordon, what do you think?
This is the Raiders.
Yep.
I don't care if the Raiders were playing the Mid-Valley Girl Scouts. They ain't beating them. So give me the Chargers. And besides, if Amari and Hampton does come back, that'll be a big boost for my fantasy team. Go Chargers. Go.
Gage, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Hampton back at practice, limited. It's probably going to be questionable. But if he returns against the Raiders, boy, is it a good game for him to return. You have to hope that maybe the Chargers get out to a huge lead. Hampton doesn't have to play as much, so he can just shake off a little bit of that field rust, let Kamani Vidal take some touches, let some other running backs that are in that room take some touches. I'm not starting Vidal this week, so it really doesn't matter to me, but it's okay. Chargers by 18.
This is another one of these games where it's just like, man, how many horrible teams are there in the NFL? At least with the Bengals, they're entertaining sometimes. The Giants, they're entertaining. But these teams like the Raiders and, the Saints, they're not entertaining at all. But here we are. Chargers. I mean, are the Chargers good, guys? I mean, they got blown out a few weeks ago to the Jags. They beat the Chiefs earlier. But Amarion Hampton's back. Will that make a difference? I don't know. Will he play much if he does? Herbie says here that Hampton won't be back this week. Just picked him up on IR. Maybe. I think I'm going to go underdog pick of the week here. Give me the Las Vegas. No, I'm kidding. I'm not doing that. Give me the Chargers in this one. The Chargers win. The Chargers cover. Vegas is horrible. They fired Chip Kelly the other day. That's not the problem. They're probably going to fire Pete Carroll and just restart over. what did you all have that was so bad, beforehand, to where you, I don't know, you go out and get Geno. Geno's on the decline. You draft Ashton Genty early in the draft, who was a decent running back at Boise State, but it was at Boise State. He didn't do it against high, competition, high-level competition, and you draft him that early. You have positions that needs at other positions. Max Crosby's great, but he can't be the only person out here, doing things. You trade away your best wide receiver during the season, Jacoby Myers. Yeah, they just need a complete rebuild over there, rehaul everything. Give me the Chargers.
And how bad does Geno have to play for Kenny Pickett to come in? Man, this poor guy, Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett out here, and the guy who's starting is a guy who has thrown 13 touchdowns to 13 interceptions on the season.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad there.
He's trying to become the new Mr. 30 for 30.
Well, he's not getting there on the touchdown then.
No.
Alan the Proud said, I wish I could feel bad for the Raiders, but being a Steelers fan, it ain't going to happen.
Honestly, fair. I've never thought about it that way, but knowing the history between the two teams, I'm going to start, taking up that mantra.
And so we go now to our last 425 game of the week. Here we go, Gage. You ready? We're going to reveal it right now, and it is the Buffalo Bills traveling to Pittsburgh to face the Pittsburgh Steelers at 425 on CBS. Buffalo's a 3.5-point favorite. Gage, I'll go ahead and start with you here. What do you think?
I don't even know what to think here, dude. What Bills team is going to show up? Is it going to be the team from last week that didn't get much going? You had Khalil Shakir, 8 for 110, but that was about it. James Cook had a decent game, but they ultimately got shut down by the Texans defense. Or is it going to be the game before where Josh Allen was a fantasy god and had 6 touchdowns scored in that game? I don't know. And who's going to be starting quarterback for the Steelers? Is it going to be Mason Rudolph? Is it going to be Aaron Rodgers? How many times are they going to throw over the middle of the field? 1, 0, 6, 7. Who really knows? But who's going to be the play caller? Matt Canada, Arthur Smith, Mike Tomlin? I don't care. Give me the Bills.
Gordon, what do you think?
I'm going to agree with you, but I don't know if it's Aaron Rodgers, it might be a little different. Might.
No.
But if it's Mason Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, yeah, we started talking about that helmet thing earlier. He is so lucky. He's so lucky that that center got in between him and Myles Garrett. I mean, he acted big and bad until Myles Garrett ripped his damn helmet off. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Aaron Rodgers is my dog. He's about my top 3 favorite quarterbacks of all time. Not only because he played for here, but he was a hell of a quarterback as far as throwing the football down the field. Fucking deadly accurate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not this year.
Well, who do you got to catch the ball?
DK Metcalf, Roman Wilson. Okay, Roman Wilson is winning like 80% of his routes run. And we're not giving him the damn ball.
I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is the same problem he had at Green Bay. He finds a target that he likes, and that's who he throws to almost all the time.
Which right now I'm cool with because the target he likes is Darnell Washington. So keep going. Hey, Brent, how's Darnell Washington?
Big.
Oh, he's really huge. He's a damn left tackle running around.
Yeah.
But like I can even go back to championship game against San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can't remember how many pass attempts he had. Devontae Adams had 13 targets. Aaron Jones had 11 targets. Randall Cobb had 2 targets. Alan Lazard had 1 target. No, Randall Cobb had 1 target. Lazard had a target, and Daphne had 2 targets. He was some tight end I never heard of before. But that's it. And the ball thrown to Lazard was made by, it was a diving catch, like slid to catch it.
Mhm.
And the one to Randall Cobb was a dirt ball that skipped 5 yards in front of him.
Yeah.
So if you drop one pass, you won't get another ball thrown to you the rest of the game.
No.
And that's his downside. It's a trust thing, and it's real easy to break it, and it's hard to get it. But I still liked him because if you could catch the ball, he would throw it to you in triple coverage in a place where only you can catch it.
Yeah.
That is. But let's get away from that because now I'm really dragging this podcast along and making this a lot longer. I got the Bills because I don't think Rodgers will start. And I'm hoping it turns into Josh Allen again because he's my fantasy quarterback in that one league.
No.
Sorry. Yeah, I want Josh Allen to show up. I don't want Alf to show up. I want Josh Allen to show up. Because last week he was Alf. Alf would have done better. So there you go. Bills and cover.
Gage, I don't know if you've noticed who just entered the chat here, but your boy football dude just said Steelers going down.
Out of all comments for you to highlight out here, Brent.
I got another one here. We'll go. Hervey says upset pick of the week. Steelers will win because everybody's picking against us, just like they did against the Colts. No respect.
No, I picked you over the Colts.
Steelers need to get back to power football.
Honestly, the run game has been phenomenal. Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen Warren have been actually looking very good. So I think they're at the level of power football. They need to get back to a little bit of air raid football as well because teams are honing in on that running game, and now you're just sucking through the air.
So, fun little stat here. Time for me to play heel a little bit. So the wide receiver you traded away to Dallas this year has over 1,000 yards receiving, right? Like 1,050 or something like that. The whole wide receiver core for sorry, that's a slip of the tongue. The whole wide receiver core for the Pittsburgh Steelers has like 28 more yards than said wide receiver that was traded to Dallas. Fun fact, guys.
I didn't know we traded Deontay Johnson to Dallas. Wow.
Yeah, man. So I'm going to have to go in this one. Buffalo last week, Texans just really shut them down completely, just about. Like you said, James Cook had a pretty good game. Khalil Shakir, he got me 17 points in fantasy. Josh Allen was, flustered back there. Like he didn't know what to do back there. Like he was seeing Sam Darnold type ghosts out there.
Trash.
They were after him all the time. I think that the Bills go into Pittsburgh and they win. I think that they cover. Give me a Bills cover at Pittsburgh. So.
And I like the next to last comment here that Alan the Proud put. Where we are at right now, we are at right now where we were when Chuck Noll was at the end of his tenure. We need a new coach. I am starting to jump on that bandwagon as well. If you watch Tomlin in his early days in Pittsburgh, even the 2010s, he was fired up. There was energy on that sideline, and now you just look at him and he's kind of defeated. He's telling reporters, "I'm what's the word I'm looking for? Impressed by your football knowledge, but I'm not commenting on your question." And it's almost time for new blood. Now, the only thing I'm scared of, right, is I know how some Steeler fans are. If we bring in, like, John Gruden is a name that's been thrown around a little bit. Personally, I don't think he'd be a good coach for this team, and he's doing the thing he loves right now with Barstool, and he's doing great at it. Let the man continue. But if he did come in and say Steelers go 4-13, right, you're going to have a higher draft pick, but you're going to have those fans saying, "Oh my gosh, we should have kept Tomlin." You can never make fans happy for any team.
No, you can't. But, 9-8, once again, right? That's what it's looking like.
And looking at the rest of the schedule, Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Lions, Browns, Ravens. I see 3 wins, and it's going to end up 9-8.
So we go to our next matchup, we go to the Sunday night matchup, and the Denver Broncos travel to Washington to face the Washington Commanders at 8:20 on NBC. Denver's a 6.5-point favorite. Gordon, how could we get so lucky with a Sunday night football game like this one?
I'm just wondering what the hell we did wrong.
No idea, man.
Well, I mean, it could be worse. It could have been a game like we had last week during the week. We could have had Browns and Raiders. I mean, that would have been horrible. But anyways.
Neither one of them games were Panthers and 49ers.
Yeah. Or we could, we've had worse. I mean, Packers Eagles, we didn't actually light up scoreboard, on Sunday night, 10-7. Anyways, so I hate the Broncos. Oh my God, I hate the Broncos. I mean, it's the Denver Airways because it's his likeness on the side of the damn helmet. Anyways, I got to take him because the Commanders they suck ass. I mean, that's horrible. I mean, it's a crime what they're doing to Jaden Daniels. He's way better than what he's been displaying, and he can't do a damn thing unless he runs. But he can't run very far because the line can't block for shit. The line couldn't block a fart with a fan blowing in the opposite direction. So, give me Denver and give me a cover.
Gage, what do you think?
Yeah, and my question, like Gordon, you mentioned Jaden Daniels. Is he even going to play this week? He's been practicing a little bit. He's a long shot to return. This is going to be Marcus Mariota again. And let me tell you someone who's not fun to watch, Marcus Mariota. The only time he's fun to watch is if he's catching touchdown passes from himself. And that happened one time in his career. So only one time in his career has he been fun to watch. Give me the Broncos in this one. I think they win pretty handedly. Give me the Broncos. They cover the spread. I think it's probably a 12-point game.
Yeah, I'm with you guys on this one too. Denver's just going in a totally different direction than what the Commanders are. Both these two teams right here drafted a quarterback in the first round last year. People thought Bo Nix was just, an afterthought. He hasn't really been that great this year, but it's everybody else around him that's been pretty good. That defense is really good. They're in the driver's seat to win the West. The Commanders, they're going in the wrong direction this year. Jaden Daniels really didn't look that good to begin with this year. Gordon, as you mentioned, there might be certain reasons why that is, of course. But I think Denver wins this one. I think Denver wins probably. They cover this spread easily, I believe. Although they probably won't cover it until about the fourth quarter because that's when they decide to start playing in most of these games. Yeah. So we've got one more game left, and it's the Monday night game. The New York Football Giants travel to Foxborough to face the New England Patriots at 8:15 on ESPN. New England's a 7.5-point favorite. Gordon, what do you think?
This is the tale of the Super Bowls. Patriots lose Super Bowls and it's to the Giants.
Yeah.
Both times they played them.
Different Giants team. And Patriots.
Way different Giants team. Way different. Well, there's one familiar face on the Patriots sideline, the coach. But he wasn't a coach then. Even if Jameis plays, which I hope he does, because like I said, I got Wendell Robinson as my wide receiver on my fantasy team, and he likes to throw the ball a lot. And Wendell Robinson actually catches the passes. Yeah. But I don't see them doing enough. I actually see a lot of picks probably going back in the other direction. Give me the Patriots and a cover because Jameis Winston will make things fun, but not for the winning cause.
Gage, what do you think?
Okay, I just got to ask, who do we think throws a touchdown pass this week to Jameis Winston? Because if you would have said Gunnar Olszewski last week, I would have laughed in your face and said he's probably going to drop the handoff.
Theo Johnson.
Theo Johnson, yeah.
The punter. The punter will come in and throw it. I'm just kidding.
Why not?
Jameis Winston's out there, yeah.
Jameis Moss and somebody.
That would be great. I want to know what Winston's pregame speech is going to be as well. Are they going to be we inside or we outside, but we inside? How many W's are we eating tonight? And then to watch that, if you watch like in the huddle there with the pregame speech, looking at Russell Wilson there, he's all suited up. He's got his helmet on, like he's ready to go. Like, dude, you're not playing unless Winston gets hurt. Don't know what to tell you. Sorry about it, honestly. Patriots, they've just been good. The Dark Lord, New England is back. The Darth Vader is back up here, and I think they're going to win. But I'll give it this one. Give me the Patriots win, but the Giants cover.
Yeah, the Patriots last week, they beat some team by 6 or whatever at their place. It doesn't matter. The Patriots now, they're 10-2 on the season, I think it is. Yeah, they're 10-2. They haven't had a bye yet.
Yeah.
Looked really good most of the season. The defense is playing really good for the Patriots. I don't think they're winning the Super Bowl or anything like that, but I mean they'll win their division. They'll get in there. Mike Vrabel's a really good coach. The Giants, is Jackson Dart starting this week? According to Herbie, he said he's back. We'll see. I think he probably will play this week. Famous Jameis, he's more fun though out there. I mean, Jackson Dart's fun too. Why not just get them both out there and play at this point in time? You've got nothing else to play for. Have both the guys come out on the field at the same time. Put Jackson Dart out wide. Put Jameis out wide one time. What's it matter?
And Jameis proved last week he can catch. He can break tackles. He can spin.
Yeah. Jackson Dart has a touchdown in just about every game he's played in, seems like. Rushing. So why not have some fun, guys? Come on. Just have some fun out there. You're going to get beat anyway. The Patriots win. The Patriots cover. But the Giants, I'm telling you, have some fun. Put Russell Wilson
in the slot.
I was going to say back on the train to somewhere else. But, hey,
Put him in the slot and throw him a pass over the middle, and then he'll leave on his own.
But, yeah, that'll do it there for our picks for that week. Gage, there's wait a second. What's this one here? Number 12, Miami at number 22, Pittsburgh. What do you think real quick, Gage? Me and Gordon's already picked this one.
I feel like this is going to go. What time is this game at? It's at noon, right?
Yeah, I think so. Saturday.
So I feel like this is going to go how it usually goes for Pittsburgh fans. To get to the ACC championship game, we need to win, and we need either SMU or Virginia. I forget if it's Virginia or Virginia Tech, but one of them, Virginia to lose. Okay. One of them.
They play Virginia Tech. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it's going to happen. We got to build storylines, right? Pitt's going to win this game, and then they're going to be depending on Virginia Tech and whoever the heck SMU plays.
Cal,
that's right. So do I jinx it? I'm going to take Pitt. It's in Pittsburgh here. And you know what? Screw you, Carson Beck. Give me Pitt to win as the underdog.
Gordon, tell him who we picked on our podcast earlier.
Don't make me leave.
I picked Pitt. I picked Pitt to win. But I didn't. I think I picked them to cover. But I think Brent, you took Miami, didn't you?
I did take Miami. I didn't want to screw up the graphic. I didn't want everybody to have Pittsburgh winning, and then when Pittsburgh actually wins, people come back and be like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying?" That's what I did.
Oh yeah, sure. That's why you did it.
Oh yeah. So that's a little college there for you at the end of the NFL podcast here. Thanks everybody for tuning in, commenting. This was fun going live and getting to put your all's comments up here. Fun fact here, as Herbie says, Steelers always play better against the teams we are expected to lose and worse against teams we should beat. It has been the MO. The MO, yeah, sorry. For years now, Steelers win. He's got the Steelers winning.
I kind of have to agree with them. There's several times where it's like, oh, we should beat this 0-14 Cleveland Browns team that has Deshaun Kaiser starting. And the only reason we tied with them is because, who was it? Jarvis Landry dropped the pass on 4th down. And then there's teams like a couple weeks ago against Indianapolis. We should not win this game at all. Like, should not. And we do. So I have to agree with Harvey. And you know what? I like the thinking. We're not expected to win this game this week, and we're going to. Do I think so? No. But if we do, I'll take the loss on this show.
I think that all three of our teams lose this week. Sorry, guys.
Fair. Honestly. Al on the prowl. We lost to 6 teams last year at the end. I thought we would lose to. Fair. But you can't do much with washed up Russ back there behind center and a coach that won't put Justin back out there.
Yeah, Justin Fields was your better option for sure last year. You were rolling with him at the beginning of the season. And then Russell Wilson comes back, has a great game against a horrible Cincinnati Bengals defense, and they're like, oh, this is what we're going to get from Russ. No, it was who you were playing. It was the Cincinnati Bengals. So, yeah.
Well, it was like, oh, he beat the Bengals and looked great. Oh, he also beat the Commanders. Let's roll with it. And then, well,
nothing.
Let's just say that was the only game Mike Williams had a touchdown in, too. So,
guys, you got anything else you want to add here at the end of it? We're just now past midnight during recording. It's Thanksgiving here. Like I said, want to thank everybody for coming in and chatting here. And, hey, look at this. He's got the Bengals winning on Thanksgiving. I like it.
Harvey throwing you a little bone, a little turkey.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that because I don't even believe it, but I would love to see it.
The one thing, switching sports a little bit here to baseball, the Blue Jays earlier, a couple hours ago, signing Dylan Cease to a 7-year, $210 million contract. These contracts are getting out of hand, first of all. 7 years? Bro will blow out his elbow before 7 years is out.
Yeah, $210 million for him. I mean,
baseball needs a salary cap.
Yes.
Baseball needs a salary cap for sure. That would definitely help all of our teams.
Baseball also needs a salary floor that gets the above.
I agree.
I'm tired of all that. Pittsburgh is in on Josh Naylor. Pittsburgh is in on Jorge Polanco. Pittsburgh is in on these Japanese stars.
The Reds are in on Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, that one too. I don't know. Ceiling or salary floor, salary cap. Implement it, please.
Yeah.
MLB, I beg you.
That would be great. But want to thank everybody for checking us out. Check us out on Spotify if you don't want to watch us live, or on YouTube, Apple, Amazon, wherever you get your podcasts. Tell your friends. We may do this live again because this was fun here to read comments and go back and forth here. And want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your football. Enjoy your turducken, your turkey, whatever you've got. And we will catch you all next week.
Later.
Go, Pack, go.